Hi everybody! I'm Kristina, a traveling graphic designer and artist from Ukraine. I live nomadic life for the last 6 years, and now I keep sharing with you my 3 months trip to beautiful Namibia, which happened to me more than a year ago. I made a big break because of the war in Ukraine, but now feel mentally ready to keep telling you my story. I hope my way of solo traveling will give you something useful and inspiring, and also maybe it will give you some image of some Ukrainians. Welcome to my life. In the previous video, I showed you one amazing place, which definitely worth to visit if you are going to Namibia. Unfortunately, that was my last adventure which I got in Namibia, because next there happened one very unpredictable thing, and because of that I had to be deported to Ukraine and to leave Namibia in the soonest time. So this episode will be about why it happened and how I spent my last 2 days in Namibia, in the capital of the country, Windhoek. It was very sad to leave Namibia. Originally, my idea was to go after Namibia to Kenya, then these plans also were cancelled. Then I was thinking to stay in Namibia for another next 3 months, so 6 months altogether. But finally, because of one little and very silly bureaucratic mistake, I had to be deported to Ukraine from Namibia. Here in video I'm saying that it's 20th of January of 2022 and I'm in Caribbean waiting for another shuttle. Gunnar brought me from Amaruro to this Caribbean, 40 minutes by car, and now I'm waiting for the shuttle to Windhoek. I'm feeling lost, and Gunnar even said that because of that mistake I could get even into the prison, but it didn't happen. But anyway, I feel lost and just waiting when I come back to Ukraine. I was planning that 2022 will be a year when I will be traveling all around Africa, but life was trying to force me to bring me back to Ukraine, and only now I understand why it was happening like this. And now I'm so grateful that everything went such way. So from Caribbean I took a shuttle to Windhoek, checked in the hostel in the center there, and went to explore the city. So first I went to the center, took a cup of coffee, and of course local street singers came to me to sing a song for some tips, which I gave them a little bit, of course, but it was very nice. Actually, after 3 months of living in the farm, Windhoek looked for me like a stone jungle, but in the center I found a very nice park with beautiful trees. The main tourist attraction in Windhoek is German Lutheran Church, which is located directly in the center and a must-see. And then after that I went to the government gardens, where one very interesting moment happened to me. But the fact that I went to the parliament garden, where actually the police station is, saved me, maybe not a life, but maybe my money and my iPhone. So now you see a police officer, and also there was a lady, also police officer. So it was my escort from Parliament Gardens to my hostel, because when I was walking in the gardens, the police saw that 3 guys just following me everywhere, and it looked very strange, like they really wanted to steal my bag or my money. So I stopped the video here just to tell you a few more important words connecting this story, because it's important for your safety. So the police noticed that, and they said that they would like to escort me to the hostel to be sure that I'm safe. And I was really impressed by so big care by local police. It was very nice. So it's just a warning for solo traveling girls to be very careful with your bags, because you're the easiest goal for local for local guys who are just hanging out in the center. But all the next day I was going on my own, everything was alright, but if to be honest, I just took another clothing which I actually used for painting my paintings, so it was all over in paints and looked so much old and bad that nobody wanted to steal anything from me. Namibia Craft Center. So the next day I went here. It is very important and a very interesting place in the cultural meaning and in general just to find something really nice to bring home here for tourists. Also the must visit. It was so nice to do this walk, just walk among all the things. Such a big aesthetic pleasure. There are plenty various wooden figures, jewelry, some decorations for home, some plates, boxes for home. A lot of things actually are, not a lot of, all the things are handmade, and a lot of them actually done by local ethnic groups, so it's very authentic products. For example, this kind of souvenir for 150 Namibian dollars is that wooden stick which usually locals use on hunting when they have already got into the animal and just need to kill it till the end, to kill it fully, just to beat it by this stick. And for example, these pieces, it's a pieces for the local tree called, if I call it correctly, Mistu. It is growing in the desert Kalahari, and because of the sun in this dry climate, some pieces of that they turn into such pieces which remind a little bit of flowers, so local pick them up and then sell like decoration for candles, for anything else, for jewelry. Yeah, locals are very creative with souvenirs. But actually I think it would really look nice in there somewhere in the bathroom. If to arrange it's very beautiful with candles, it could be a very nice spa corner. All the market takes 2 floors or maybe even 3, I don't remember. But I remember that it was really huge and so big variety. For me, like for artists, it was a big variety of inspiration. Just look at this. This is an ostrich egg shell. All the materials here. So local tribes, Nama, usually take the shell of the ostrich egg, beat it into the small pieces and make such jewelry. I was amazed by this, and if to be honest, I couldn't handle it, so I bought a few bracelets for me and for my cousin. So it's how local tribes, women from local tribes, do actually this shell, like jewelry from this eggshell. As for me, it looks really very, very unusual, like some special design, absolutely special design. I liked how it looked on my hand, so unique. And this is plates made from sand, from local sand, from Namib desert, just from sand. Can you imagine it? This is bracelets with the name snake chain. So you can a little bit change its shape. You can use it as a bracelet, you can use it on your neck. And it is really so interesting. I so loved how it looked on my hand, and now I'm thinking that I made a mistake that I didn't buy those bracelets. I really loved them. Look how cute these toys. Works from local artists also were just amazing. Then I left the craft center and went to the local botanical garden. And on the way, I was always wondering how much beautiful rocks just around me. All the ground and rocks were shining like gold. Namibian nature is really just amazing. A sausage tree at the entrance to the botanical garden. This is a bottle tree in the botanical garden, got its name because of its shape. From the hill you can see a beautiful view opening at Windhoek, and it looks so much green. I didn't used to see so many green colors in Namibia. In the botanical garden there is a very sad place. It's a grave of the local, very important tribal chief of the local tribe, which was very cruelly killed by Germans in the end of the 19th century because he was trying to protect his territory. There is a sign next to the grave where you can read information about this person. In the end of January, the botanical garden was looking really not too much full of of flowers and colors. So this is a dam of lilies, but there are no lilies because it's not raining season yet. In the raining season, I bet it is a very beautiful place. This is very popular in Namibia quiver tree, very beautiful and interesting. So this is the Namibian type of aloe tree, and like you can see, so its large smooth branches are used by the Khoisan for crafting quivers cases to hold the poison arrows during hunting. So this is actually the end of my story in Namibia and in Windhoek. I was very tired, so I didn't record too much and I wasn't able to see too much because I was tired. So all the information about why it happened that I was deported to Ukraine, some kind of that, I will tell you a little bit later. It was some very strange bureaucratic mistake, not mine, but I had to fly to Ukraine. So I came to Ukraine on 22nd of January, a month before the war, and I think that it was not stupid bureaucratic mistake but a destiny. I had to be in Ukraine. I spent there one peaceful month, and then I was able to take my family, to force my family to leave Ukraine during the war because they didn't want to do it. And just because I was there, I was able just to force them to do it with me. Otherwise, they were too much lost to go anywhere and they wouldn't do it on their own. And maybe would still be in Ukraine now. Thank you so much for watching and for supporting me on my way of growing my little YouTube channel. I think that I will do one more video to tell you a little bit more some information, useful information, which I haven't shared yet, and then I will just keep showing you what's going with me right now, what you maybe can see in my Instagram and on Facebook. So this was my Ukrainian peaceful 1 month before Russia attacked Ukraine. My peaceful month in my motherland.